Hello, I'm Coach Hurd, and thank you for tuning in and listening to the Word from Coach Hurd, where I give you real talk biblical lessons because you already know I'm going to tell it like it TI is. The title of today's lesson is The Biblical Empty Nesters. The Biblical Empty Nesters. And the lesson is coming from Psalms 127, verse 3 through 5. And the psalmist says, "Children are a heritage from the Lord, offsprings a reward from him. Like arrows in the hands of a warrior are children born in one's youth. Blessed is the man whose quiver is full of them." See, y'all, I woke up this Sunday morning, I was feeling kind of ill. And so once I started feeling better, I still was feeling some type of way, and I didn't really know what was up. And then it dawned on me. My baby boy, the last one of the Hurd boys, will be going off to college in a matter of a couple of days. We'll be taking him to college. And I start to miss him. And I start to feel that some type of way that I actually been kidding and prodding my wife about. Now I had that feeling. And so I said, man, I need to talk about this thing. Let me break this thing down from a biblical standpoint. And then I realized the goal of parenting is to launch, not to hold. Let me say it again. The goal of parenting is to launch, not to hold on to our children. The biblical view of parenting is not about keeping children dependent forever on us, but about raising them to be independent, responsible adults who can navigate the world with faith and wisdom. You see, it's okay when we get to become empty nesters. Because, see, we know we've done what the Lord has told us to do. What you talking about, Coach Hurd? I'm so glad you asked. You see, in Proverbs 22, verse 6, it states, "Train up a child in the way he should go. Even when he is old, he will not depart from it." You see, this scripture emphasizes that the years of hands-on training, hands-on parenting, are a time for foundational training, which, watch it, provides a lasting guide for the child's life after they leave home. And when you know you've done that, you can have solace and be comfortable in the season of an empty nesters. Because here's what it's really all about. Psalms 127, verse 3-5. It uses the powerful imagery of children as arrows in the hands of a warrior. You see, the parent's role is to carefully craft and aim these arrows and then release them, say it again, Coach Hurd, and release them to hit their target. The empty nest is the moment of release, the moment we let them go. And you see, here's what we need to understand, parents who are in this empty nest season. This season isn't about being empty. It's actually about being refilled. Lord have mercy, let me say that again. This season isn't about being empty. It's about being refilled. See, it's finding renewed purpose and identity in God. There it is right there. See, for many of us, becoming parents and being parents is a core part of our identity. And when our children leave, this can lead to a sense of loss or a lack of purpose, like I was feeling. You know, you be feeling some type of way. But the biblical framework encourages us parents to ground our identity and our relationship with God. Let me say that again. We need to ground our identity and our relationship with God, because that relationship is unchanging. You heard the old song, "Hold on to God's unchanging hand." Because, see, here's what I know what God got for us parents. In Jeremiah 29, verse 11, He offers a promise of hope. "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope." You see, the empty nest is not the end of the story. Lord have mercy. The emptiness is not the end of the story, but the beginning of a new chapter where God plans for us parents, where God planned for our lives can unfold in different ways. And see, here's what I like. And I'm going to be done with this. In this season of emptiness, nesters and we see ourselves growing older, here's what God comforts us with. In Isaiah chapter 46, verse 4, provides comfort for us in our later years. Here's what he said. The prophet Isaiah says, even to your old age, I am he, telling about God, and to your great hairs, I got a couple of them, and to your great hairs, I will carry you. I have made you. I will bear. I will carry and will save you. That's reassuring. This verse reassures us parents that our value and our purpose are not tied to the role as just as sole active caregivers, but tied to God's enduring love and presence in our lives. And that's what it is. So now when I think about being an empty nester, yeah, I got in my feelings some type of way this day, but I'm okay now because I know I've done what God told me to do about raising my boys. And I know God has a plan for me, and it's not the end. It's just a beginning of a new chapter. You take solace in that, parents that are in the empty nest season. Hey, I'm done with this thing. I'm Coach Hurd. Thank you for listening to me, and tune in to me again on the next time. Peace.